Breaking news tonight, Sean "Diddy" Combs has been arrested in a Manhattan hotel this evening after a grand jury indicted the music mogul. His attorney tells CNN that he is currently being processed. The charges are unclear as of this moment.
Defense lawyer's statement sure sounded like he's confirming that Diddy's been arrested. But your initial thoughts upon hearing this tonight?
I just thought it was always a matter of time, Ashley, when the feds raid your place, and that was more of a raid than what happened at Mar-a-Lago, which was just a polite search.
In a dramatic turn of events that has sent shockwaves through the hip-hop community, music mogul Sean "Diddy" Combs' recent arrest has left fans and industry insiders in disbelief. The news of Diddy's legal troubles quickly rippled across social media, with several high-profile rappers expressing their shock and concern. Known for his iconic influence on both music and business, Diddy's arrest has cast a shadow over his storied career, sparking widespread speculation about the implications for the entertainment world at large.
I'm savage! I'm a savage! Oh! I'm a savage! Whatever I want, I'm going to get! Whatever I want, I have to get!
Sean Combs, the renowned music mogul, found himself at the center of a legal storm on Monday evening when he was arrested at a Manhattan hotel following a grand jury indictment. While the details of the indictment remain sealed, Combs' attorney, Mark Agnifilo, has suggested that the charges could involve racketeering and sex trafficking. This arrest marks a pivotal moment in the escalating legal troubles surrounding the iconic hip-hop figure, whose career has recently been clouded by a series of sexual assault lawsuits and an ongoing federal investigation. The allegations against Combs, ranging from sexual misconduct to potential criminal activities, have increasingly tarnished his once untouchable public image, raising concerns about the full scope of the investigation. If the rumored charges are confirmed, they could have devastating consequences for both his personal and professional legacy, potentially linking him to a broader criminal network. In response to the indictment, Combs' legal team issued a statement expressing deep disappointment with the decision to prosecute him. They emphasized that Combs had fully cooperated with investigators, even relocating to New York just last week in anticipation of the charges, which they argue demonstrates his commitment to transparency and willingness to face the legal process. The defense criticized the move to press charges, stating it undermines the collaborative efforts Combs has shown throughout the investigation. As the case unfolds, his team remains determined to fight the charges and defend his reputation against these serious allegations. Sean "Diddy" Combs is a music icon, self-made entrepreneur, loving family man, and proven philanthropist who has spent the last 30 years building an empire, adoring his children and working to uplift the Black community, the statement said. He is an imperfect person, but he is not a criminal. Damian Williams, U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York, broke his silence on the high-profile arrest of Sean Combs late Monday, releasing a statement on social media that hinted at significant developments to come. Williams acknowledged the growing public interest in the case, stating, "We expect to move to unseal the indictment in the morning and will have more to say at that time." While his comments were brief, they underscore the gravity of the situation and suggest that the full scope of the charges against Combs will soon be revealed. Legal analysts are now speculating that unsealing the indictment could provide crucial insights into the depth of the investigation, which has already implicated the music mogul in a complex web of alleged criminal activities, including potential racketeering and sex trafficking. Williams's decision to address the case publicly reflects the high stakes involved, as the indictment of such a prominent figure is likely to attract significant media attention. His statement has set the stage for what could be a dramatic and closely watched legal battle, with far-reaching implications for both the entertainment industry and the broader fight against organized crime. As the legal process moves forward, all eyes will be on the Southern District of New York as they take the next steps in what is shaping up to be one of the most sensational cases in recent memory. Sean Combs was taken into custody by Homeland Security investigations officers at approximately 8:30 p.m. on Monday, according to his attorney, Mark Agnifilo. The arrest took place at the Park Hyatt, New York on 57th Street, where Combs had been staying. It is expected that Combs will remain in custody overnight, with his arraignment scheduled for the following Tuesday. This arrest represents a pivotal moment not only in Combs' personal life, but also in the broader music industry, as he becomes the most prominent figure to face criminal charges related to sexual misconduct since the notorious case of R. Kelly. The parallel to Kelly's downfall further intensifies the scrutiny surrounding Combs, whose influence and stature within hip-hop and entertainment have been unparalleled for decades. As the legal proceedings move forward, the arrest signals a potential turning point in how the industry deals with allegations of misconduct against powerful figures.
Breaking news, Sean P. Diddy Combs has been arrested and indicted on federal charges. The disgraced music icon has faced startling allegations for months of rape, sexual assault, physical abuse, gun trafficking, and drug trafficking. On Monday evening, he was indicted by a grand jury in New York. He was taken into custody in Manhattan, where he's been for the last week in anticipation of
R. Kelly, the R&B singer, underwent multiple trials in New York and Chicago, ultimately resulting in his conviction and sentencing to over 30 years in prison for offenses that included child sex crimes, sex trafficking, and racketeering. Now, with Sean Combs' recent arrest, there are clear parallels to be drawn, placing the hip-hop mogul under intense public scrutiny as he faces serious legal challenges. This development has sent shockwaves through the music industry, highlighting ongoing concerns about accountability and justice for high-profile figures accused of serious criminal conduct. The federal investigation into Sean Combs began earlier this year, when Homeland Security Investigations agents executed a series of dramatic raids on his properties. In March, agents armed with search warrants targeted Combs' mansions in Los Angeles and Miami. These high-profile searches were part of a broader probe into serious allegations against the music mogul. The raids marked a significant escalation in the investigation, as they involved a thorough examination of the properties and a comprehensive review of relevant documents and personal effects. This aggressive approach underscored the seriousness of the allegations and set the stage for the legal proceedings that have followed. The search warrants and subsequent investigation reflect the federal authorities' commitment to uncovering the truth and holding individuals accountable for their actions. After the raids, his defense attorney, Aaron Dyer, called the operation a ridiculous use of military-level force, saying the accusations were baseless and that Combs is innocent and will keep fighting to clear his name. Since then, though, his career has been clouded by sexual assault lawsuits and this federal investigation. Months after the FBI raided Sean Diddy Combs' homes in Los Angeles and Miami, the disgraced rapper and music mogul has now been formally arrested and indicted on charges of sex trafficking, racketeering, and other serious offenses. As the news broke, the entertainment industry has been quick to respond, with stars and fans alike reacting in shock and disbelief to the mounting allegations against the Grammy-winning artist. The indictment, which spans 14 pages, details the charges against Combs, including the coordination of sex trafficking operations and transportation across state lines for the purpose of engaging in prostitution. These charges come after months of speculation following the release of hotel security footage earlier this year, showing Combs physically assaulting his ex-girlfriend, Cassie. The video further fueled public concern about the darker aspects of the rapper's personal life, casting a shadow over his decades-long career in the music industry. One of the most disturbing revelations in the case is Combs' alleged orchestration of so-called freak-offs, parties where women were reportedly trafficked and forced to engage in sexual activities with Combs and others. According to the indictment, these gatherings were meticulously planned and involved transporting women across state lines, heightening the severity of the charges. Federal investigators allege that Combs used his influence and resources to create an environment where exploitation and abuse could occur without consequence. Sex performances, he often electronically recorded, that sometimes lasted for days at a time, involved multiple commercial sex workers, and often involved a variety of narcotics such as ketamine, ecstasy, and GHB, which Combs distributed to the victim to keep them obedient and compliant, the indictment stated. Following Sean Diddy Combs' arrest on Monday, September 17th, and the unsealing of his indictment the next day, the reaction from celebrities has been swift and vocal, As the details of the serious charges, including sex trafficking and racketeering, became public, many high-profile figures in the entertainment world took to social media and other platforms to share their thoughts on the case, some expressing shock, others outrage, and a few offering cautious support. Combs, once a towering figure in the music industry, is now facing a firestorm of criticism from peers and fans alike. Celebrities who have worked with Diddy, both in the studio and in business ventures, have found themselves caught in the crosshairs of this scandal, with some distancing themselves from the mogul in light of the horrific allegations. Among those speaking out are fellow artists, actors, and industry insiders, many of whom are reflecting on the broader issues of power, abuse, and accountability in the entertainment world. When it comes to making jokes, rapper 50 Cent has been at the forefront, seizing the opportunity to throw jabs at Sean "Diddy" Combs. Known for his provocative and often controversial humor, 50 Cent has latched onto the details of Diddy's alleged freak-offs, the purportedly orchestrated parties involving sexual exploitation, as fodder for his public quips. 50 Cent, who has long had a contentious relationship with Diddy and has often seemed eager to see the bad boy mogul's influence wane, has not missed the chance to exploit this scandal for his own amusement. Through social media posts and public comments, 50 Cent has made a series of pointed and often mocking remarks about the allegations against Diddy. His jabs focus on the lurid details of the case, reflecting his tendency to use his platform to critique and taunt fellow celebrities, especially those he feels have wronged him or fallen from grace. 50 Cent, whose real name is Curtis Jackson III, tweeted a photo of him and actor Drew Barrymore captioned, "Here I am keeping good company with Barrymore, and I don't have 1,000 bottles of lube at the house," referencing investigators' findings while they searched Combs' homes in March, when law enforcement recovered more than 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant, according to Combs' indictment. 50 Cent has been a vocal critic of Sean "Diddy" Combs in the months leading up to the mogul's indictment, using various platforms to express his disdain and skepticism. In May, 50 Cent reshared a post from the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office that condemned a video showing Combs assaulting his former girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, in a Los Angeles hotel in 2016. Although the attack occurred beyond the statute of limitations, which meant criminal charges couldn't be filed for that specific incident, 50 Cent highlighted the strategic release of the video. He remarked, "They can't charge him with what we saw, but they know we can't unsee what we saw," pointing out that the video's public exposure was intended to serve as a form of social and legal pressure. In addition to his comments on the video, 50 Cent has also weighed in on the recent raids of Combs' residences. Reacting to the high-profile searches conducted by federal agents, he tweeted, "They don't come like that unless they got a case," underscoring his belief that the extensive nature of the raids indicated a serious and substantial investigation. The rapper's criticism of Combs extends beyond social media and public commentary. In 2006, he released a diss track targeting Combs, fueling their long-standing rivalry. Adding to the tension, 50 Cent announced last year that his production company would be creating a documentary titled "Diddy Do It," which is set to explore the numerous allegations against Combs. This documentary promises to delve deeper into the controversies surrounding Combs, and will likely further amplify 50 Cent's critical stance on the matter. Through his comments and creative projects, 50 Cent has maintained a relentless focus on Diddy, using the unfolding legal drama as an opportunity to settle scores and generate media buzz. His involvement has added a provocative dimension to the public discourse, blending personal vendettas with serious allegations and legal developments. Aubrey O'Day, former Danity Kane singer and protege of Sean "Diddy" Combs, has broken her silence following the mogul's arrest in New York City. O'Day, who rose to fame under Diddy's guidance through the reality show Making the Band, took to Instagram on Monday, shortly after news of his arrest, to post a cryptic message about justice. In her post, she reflected on the concept of accountability, stating that the purpose of justice is crucial, though she stopped short of directly addressing Combs by name. In addition to her Instagram post, O'Day shared her thoughts with TMZ, offering a more pointed reaction. Although she didn't go into specifics about her relationship with Diddy or the charges against him, her message seemed to carry a tone of vindication as she has been vocal in the past about her experiences within the music industry and her dissatisfaction with how Danity Kane was managed under Diddy's leadership. Her post comes at a critical time as Diddy faces serious charges including sex trafficking and racketeering. O'Day's history with the music mogul adds weight to her comments, given that she spent years under his mentorship and witnessed firsthand the power dynamics at play within the industry. While she didn't elaborate further on her current stance, the timing of her statement suggests she may have deeper feelings about the arrest. She wrote, "The purpose of justice is to provide an ending and allow us the space to create a new chapter. Women never get this. I feel validated. Today is a win for women all over the world, not just for me." O'Day appeared to be feeling optimistic in the aftermath of the music mogul's arrest, adding, "Things are finally changing." O'Day tells TMZ, "I never thought I would see this day. We all buried this inside of us in order to be able to keep going. And not just me, but victims you don't even know yet. We are all processing what that type of vindication can actually feel like now. Every conversation I've had with victims last night has been beyond moving on all levels." The singer has a long-standing history with Diddy, having worked closely with the Bad Boy Records founder on the MTV reality show Making the Band 3, where the girl group Danity Kane was formed. O'Day was a key member of the group from 2006 to 2008, until she was eventually fired by Diddy, marking a dramatic end to her time with Danity Kane. O'Day also voiced her concerns following the release of a 2016 video in May, which showed Diddy assaulting his former girlfriend Cassie in a hotel hallway. At that time, she took to X, formerly Twitter, to express her views, writing, "Diddy did not apologize to Cassie. He apologized to the world for seeing what he did." Her comment highlighted her belief that Diddy's public apology was more about managing his image than addressing the personal harm caused to Cassie. Foxy Brown is the latest celebrity to weigh in on Sean Diddy Combs' arrest, following the serious charges of sex trafficking and racketeering brought against him. The rapper and former Bad Boy Records artist, known for her own high-profile career and connections within the industry, shared her reactions just hours after news of Diddy's arrest broke on Monday, September 16th. Brown, 46, took to social media to express her thoughts on the situation, posting a series of cryptic and pointed messages that reflected her views on the unfolding drama. Her comments come amidst a wave of reactions from various celebrities and industry figures, each grappling with the impact of the allegations against one of the most influential figures in music. In her posts, Foxy Brown hinted at her personal feelings about the case, subtly addressing the broader implications of Diddy's arrest for the music industry and its culture. Her reaction adds to the growing discourse surrounding the case, which has sparked intense debate about power, accountability, and the darker aspects of celebrity culture. "Bout to really get crazy," the Big Bad Mama rapper wrote via her Instagram story. Brown's response underscores the far-reaching consequences of Diddy's legal troubles as they resonate across the entertainment world and prompt reflections on the nature of justice and integrity within the industry. As the legal proceedings continue, reactions from other prominent figures like Foxy Brown will likely shape the ongoing conversation and influence public perceptions of the case. Foxy Brown, who collaborated with Sean Diddy Combs on several tracks in the late 90s and early 2000s, including And We and Friend, has now entered the conversation surrounding his recent legal troubles. The rapper's comments on Diddy's arrest for sex trafficking and racketeering have drawn attention, especially given her history with the music mogul. In the wake of Diddy's arrest, Brown took to social media to share her thoughts, adding her voice to the growing chorus of reactions from the entertainment world. Her involvement in this discourse is particularly notable due to her past collaborations with Diddy, which included hits that solidified both of their places in hip-hop history. Brown has faced previous backlash from fans for her comments regarding Diddy's ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura's lawsuit. In November 2023, Cassie, 38, accused Diddy of sexual assault and abuse in a legal filing, further complicating Diddy's public image. Brown's comments about Cassie's lawsuit were met with criticism, as some felt her views were dismissive of the serious allegations. Longtime Breakfast Club host Charlamagne Tha God has suggested that if Diddy gets racketeering and sex trafficking charges for freak-offs, there will be others involved. Charlamagne's statement reflects the belief that such serious charges, if proven true, often involve a broader network of individuals beyond the primary accused. In his comments, Charlamagne pointed out that the scale and complexity of the alleged operations could mean that Diddy's legal troubles might not end with him alone. The implication is that the investigation could uncover additional figures who may have been complicit in or aware of the activities described in the indictment. As the legal process unfolds, the industry's response will likely continue to evolve, reflecting deeper conversations about power, abuse, and the need for systemic change. The coming months will be pivotal, as the story of Diddy's legal battles becomes a defining chapter in the ongoing narrative of celebrity culture and its intersection with serious criminal accusations. That's it for today. See you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.
Breaking news tonight, Sean Diddy Combs has been arrested in a Manhattan hotel this evening after a grand jury indicted the music mogul. His attorney tells CNN that he is currently being processed. The charges are unclear as of this moment.
Defense lawyer's statement sure sounded like he's confirming that Diddy's been arrested, but your initial thoughts upon hearing this tonight?
I just thought it was always a matter of time, Ashley, when the feds raid your place, and that was more of a raid than what happened at Mar-a-Lago, which was just a polite search.
I heard from his attorney, they are still maintaining his innocence. They said that in anticipation of these charges that Diddy relocated to New York last week. And here's a statement that I have from his attorney. He says, "We are disappointed with the decision to pursue what we believe is an unjust prosecution of Mr. Combs by the U.S. Attorney's Office."
In a dramatic turn of events, legal intrigue has intensified as Diddy's attorney inadvertently leaked key evidence related to the rapper and mogul's recent arrest. The revelation, which has sent shockwaves through both the legal community and the public, promises to shed new light on the case and potentially alter the course of the ongoing legal proceedings. With the leaked evidence now in the spotlight, speculation is rife about the impact this could have on Diddy's defense strategy and the broader implications for his high-profile case.
That video that you just spoke about was a few months ago when our team broke this disturbing video of Diddy violently assaulting his ex-girlfriend, Cassandra Ventura, better known as the singer, her stage name, Cassie.
Sean Diddy Combs, the renowned hip-hop mogul and business tycoon, was arrested in New York late Monday, following an indictment by a federal grand jury. The indictment comes in the wake of multiple allegations of sexual assault made against Combs by several women, which have surfaced in recent months, putting the music and entertainment icon under intense scrutiny. The arrest marks a significant development in the ongoing legal battle surrounding Combs, whose career has spanned decades in music, fashion, and business. The accusations have cast a shadow over his once pristine public image, which has been shaped by his successes as a producer, rapper, and entrepreneur. Damian Williams, the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York, took to social media following the arrest, stating, "We expect to move to unseal the indictment in the morning, and we'll have more to say at that time." The statement has only heightened public curiosity and speculation about the charges contained within the sealed indictment. Details about the charges against Sean Diddy Combs have not yet been made public, but his attorney, Mark Agnifilo, has already responded to the situation. "We are disappointed with the decision to pursue what we believe is an unjust prosecution of Mr. Combs by the U.S. Attorney's Office," Agnifilo said in a statement. Agnifilo also noted that Combs had anticipated the legal action, having traveled to New York last week in expectation of the charges. "He is an imperfect person, but he is not a criminal," the lawyer emphasized, defending his client. Combs was arrested Monday night at around 8:30 p.m. at the Park Hyatt Hotel on 57th Street. He is expected to remain in custody overnight and make his first court appearance on Tuesday morning. The case is likely to garner significant attention, given Combs' stature in the entertainment world and the nature of the allegations. Diddy was once a dominant force in hip-hop, producing chart-topping hits like Can't Nobody Hold Me Down, I'll Be Missing You, and Shake Your Tail Feather. His label, Bad Boy Records, played a pivotal role in shaping the genre, with icons like the notorious Big and Mace among its roster. Beyond music, Diddy expanded his empire with ventures like the Sean John clothing line and Kirok vodka, cementing his influence in fashion and spirits. However, his reputation has been severely impacted since the recent allegations of sexual assault emerged, claims he has vehemently denied. The contrast between Diddy's current legal battles and his once glamorous life is stark. Just 6 years ago, Diddy and Cassie, the singer best known for her hit Official Girl, were the talk of the town at the 2018 Met Gala. The power couple turned heads on the red carpet, with Cassie donning a sleek black tuxedo, her hair styled in an Aaliyah-inspired swoop bang, while Diddy showcased his signature all-white look, complete with an iced-out crucifix. Together they embodied the lavish rock star lifestyle, one that many looked up to and envied. But behind the glitz and glam, darker allegations have now surfaced. CNN Today released a previously unseen video that allegedly shows Diddy physically assaulting his then-girlfriend Cassie. The footage reportedly captures Diddy punching, kicking, and brutally attacking her in an incident that occurred 2 years before their celebrated Met Gala appearance. CNN's release includes a detailed breakdown of the video, providing context about the time, date, and circumstances surrounding the incident as shown in the surveillance footage. The network has provided further details and analysis of the situation on their website. The footage, compiled from multiple camera angles dated March 5, 2016, appears to show the rapper, producer, and business mogul during an incident that, according to Ventura's complaint, occurred at the now-closed Intercontinental Hotel in Century City, Los Angeles. CNN verified the location based on publicly available photos of the former hotel's interior. A 2016 surveillance video, obtained exclusively by CNN, has surfaced showing Sean Diddy Combs involved in a violent altercation with his then-girlfriend Cassie Ventura. The disturbing footage appears to corroborate key allegations from a federal lawsuit Ventura filed in November, which was recently settled out of court. The video, compiled from multiple angles and dated March 5, 2016, reportedly captures the incident that took place at the now-shuttered Intercontinental Hotel in Century City, Los Angeles. CNN verified the location by comparing the footage with publicly available images of the hotel's interior, adding further credibility to the claims made in Ventura's lawsuit. The video begins with Ventura leaving a hotel room and walking toward the elevators. Moments later, Combs, dressed in a towel wrapped around his waist, is seen running after her. He grabs her by the neck and throws her violently to the ground. Maintaining a grip on his towel, Combs then kicks Ventura as she lies motionless on the floor. Following this initial assault, Combs retrieves a purse and suitcase from near the elevators and delivers a second kick to Ventura. Approximately 4 seconds pass between the two kicks, according to the footage. He then briefly drags Ventura by her sweatshirt towards a hotel room before walking away. In the video, Ventura is seen slowly standing up and gathering her belongings from the floor. As she reaches for a phone near the elevator, Combs returns. Reflected in a mirror opposite the camera, Combs appears to shove Ventura again. The footage concludes with Combs sitting down on a chair, picking up an unidentified object from a table and forcefully throwing it in Ventura's direction. He walks away momentarily, only to turn back toward Ventura as an elevator door opens and someone steps out, signaling the end of the documented altercation. This newly released video adds another layer of scrutiny to Diddy's ongoing legal troubles and casts a harsh light on the events that occurred between the couple, further fueling the controversy surrounding the mogul. One person on Twitter himself confirmed the news. Breaking CNN has obtained footage of Diddy repeatedly beating his then-girlfriend Cassie in a hotel hallway. I want to note that Kimora Lee Simmons has warned people about Diddy's conduct for years, and she has either been attacked for doing so or ignored. Diddy also threatened to hit her when she was pregnant, Major story by @eWagmeister at the Sandrock. The federal investigation into Sean Diddy Combs began in March when Homeland Security Investigations, HSI agents, executed search warrants at his mansions in Los Angeles and Miami. The raids, which involved extensive law enforcement presence, signaled the seriousness of the ongoing inquiry into Combs, who had already been facing a series of sexual assault allegations. Following the raids, Combs' defense attorney Aaron Dyer sharply criticized the operation, calling it a ridiculous use of military-level force. Dyer dismissed the accusations as baseless and reaffirmed that Combs is innocent and will keep fighting to clear his name. Despite these statements, the raids marked the start of a challenging period for the hip-hop mogul. Since March, Combs' career and public image have been overshadowed by multiple sexual assault lawsuits and the intensifying federal investigation. Once celebrated for his business ventures and chart-topping music, his reputation now hangs in the balance as he faces mounting legal and public pressure. Sean Diddy Combs, the legendary hip-hop mogul and founder of Bad Boy Records, is now embroiled in a federal lawsuit filed by his former artist and ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura. This legal battle has sparked a wave of additional allegations, with more individuals coming forward to share their stories. Among the most striking claims is one from Gene Deal, Combs' former bodyguard, who has recently begun to divulge disturbing details about Diddy's private life. In a recent interview, Gene Deal revealed shocking information, stating that Diddy has certain personal preferences, specifically involving BBCs. According to Deal, Cassie alleged that Diddy pressured her to search the internet for male escorts, particularly those with BBCs, with the intention of having her engage in intimate encounters with them. These unsettling claims suggest a darker, hidden side to the music mogul's lifestyle that had largely remained concealed from the public eye.
Her get smashed by BBCs. So, what you think about that?
Do you think she was the only one getting banged by him? Do you think this man had this woman search for prostitutes online?
As these revelations continue to surface, they paint a more troubling picture of Combs' personal conduct, adding fuel to the already intense scrutiny surrounding the federal investigation and the multiple lawsuits against him. The mounting accusations are causing even more damage to Combs' once glamorous public image. Speculation has intensified as Gene Deal has delved further into the situation, suggesting that Cassie may not have been the only person involved in the alleged activities. The former bodyguard's revelations have sparked a wave of questions, including whether Diddy himself may have participated in these encounters with male escorts. Given his immense influence and power, the possibility has stirred widespread curiosity, with many now wondering just how much of Diddy's private life remains concealed from the public eye. These new developments add further intrigue to the ongoing legal battle and investigation surrounding Diddy. As more details emerge, the focus shifts to the extent of his involvement in these allegations, casting an even greater shadow over his personal life and career. The revelations have only deepened public interest in what else might be uncovered, making it clear that the story is far from over.
Just for them to have sex with her is something fishy about that, bruh. Because you gotta realize this lawsuit and the information they had and they gave the Diddy people was 6 months ago.
The conversation shifted toward allegations of censorship and editing in the lawsuit's content before it was made public. Gene Deal suggested that a more extensive and shocking narrative had been carefully omitted, leaving fans wondering about the undisclosed aspects of the scandal. Throughout the interview, whispers of long-standing industry secrets emerged. Deal alluded to stories that had circulated for years, hinting at Diddy's alleged efforts to involve other celebrities, including Chris Brown and members of the group B5, in similar activities. These revelations paint a troubling picture of a music industry shrouded in hidden vices, where the boundary between power and exploitation is increasingly blurred. The unfolding drama has left many questioning just how much remains concealed beneath the surface of Diddy's world.
There was story that he was trying to get Chris Brown. There's stories about,
Cassie Ventura, who was in a relationship with Sean Diddy Combs for over a decade, has made serious allegations against the hip-hop mogul in a federal lawsuit. She accuses Combs of multiple incidents of abuse, including violent beatings and harassment, throughout their time together. The New York Times was the first to bring these alarming accusations to public attention, revealing a disturbing narrative in which Combs allegedly exerted control over nearly every aspect of Cassie's life. The lawsuit outlines a sustained pattern of abuse, violence, and sexual harassment that persisted until their relationship ended in 2018. In a statement to the Times, Cassie shared, "After years in silence and darkness, she was finally ready to tell my story and to speak up on behalf of myself and for the benefit of other women who face violence and in their relationships." A representative for Combs, known by various monikers including Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, Diddy, and Love, strongly denied the allegations, calling them offensive and outrageous. According to the spokesperson, these claims surfaced only after Ventura allegedly sought a $30 million settlement from Combs, suggesting that the accusations were financially motivated. The lawsuit has placed a spotlight on Combs' public persona, contrasting sharply with the image of success and charisma he has cultivated over the years, while raising broader discussions about abuse and power dynamics in high-profile relationships. The statement from Combs' representative further asserted, "Ms. Ventura has now resorted to filing a lawsuit riddled with baseless and outrageous lies, aiming to tarnish Mr. Combs' reputation and seeking a payday." In response to the allegations, Ventura's legal team informed the New York Times that she had been offered 8 figures to silence her and prevent the filing of this lawsuit, an offer she reportedly declined. Requests for comments from Ventura's representatives have so far gone unanswered. The lawsuit paints a harrowing picture of the relationship between Cassie Ventura and Sean Combs, depicting a scenario where Combs allegedly exerted control over both the personal and professional aspects of Ventura's life. The accusations detail years of severe physical abuse, coerced sexual encounters, and pervasive threats of violence, adding a grim dimension to the already complex and highly publicized legal battle. Since founding Bad Boy Records in 1993, Sean Combs has been a major force in the hip-hop industry. However, according to the lawsuit, Combs allegedly aggressively pursued Cassie Ventura, who was just 19 when she signed with Bad Boy and quickly rose to prominence. The legal document claims that during a celebration for her 21st birthday, Combs forcibly kissed Ventura, leveraging his power and influence to exploit her in the aftermath of the event.
She also says that he got physical with her and forced her to be intimate with men of the night. You know how we call women of the night?
The lawsuit claims that, due to Combs' position as the founder of Bad Boy Records, Cassie Ventura felt pressured to acquiesce to his advances and offers of financial and career-related support to avoid jeopardizing her career. It describes how Combs lured her into a lavish, fast-paced lifestyle fueled by his influence and wealth. As their relationship progressed, Combs allegedly lavished Ventura with extravagant vacations, funded apartments in both New York and Los Angeles, and showered her with designer clothing and financial support. The lawsuit argues that this opulent lifestyle was strategically designed to ensure her complacency and compliance. However, as time went on, Combs is said to have become increasingly controlling and abusive, with documented instances of physical violence, including punching, kicking, and stomping. The lawsuit also alleges that he coerced Ventura into carrying his firearms in her purse on several occasions. The legal document depicts Combs as prone to uncontrollable rage, alleging that he forced Ventura to engage in sexual acts with male escorts, which he reportedly recorded through photography and filming. The suit claims that Ventura was given drugs before and during these encounters, allowing her to disassociate during these horrific experiences. Additionally, the lawsuit alleges that Ventura was a victim of sexual assault, with claims that she was coerced into participating in non-consensual sexual acts in various cities. In 2015, the document alleges that Combs subjected Ventura to such severe physical abuse that when his security guard and assistant saw her with 2 black eyes, a burst and bruised lip, and a large welt on her forehead, they were moved to tears. Ventura reportedly had to confine herself to hotels until her bruises healed, according to her allegations. The lawsuit alleges that Combs used his companies to extend his control over Ventura's life. Despite the presence of his so-called loyal network, who were reportedly aware of the abuse, the legal document contends that they were reluctant to take meaningful action to intervene or stop Combs' alleged behavior. Her volatile and A partner, who also owned her label and therefore held her future success in his hands, had fully exerted control over every aspect of her life, the lawsuit stated. In 2016, the lawsuit claims that James Cruz, the president of Bad Boy Management, informed Ventura that her single would not be released unless she complied with phone call requests as detailed in the legal document. By 2018, Ventura was determined to end the relationship. After a dinner where she hoped to discuss this decision, Combs allegedly forced his way into her home and sexually assaulted her, according to the lawsuit. Following this incident, Ventura left the home Combs had financed, returned the car he had purchased for her, and completely cut off all ties with him. The lawsuit highlights the extensive harms and trauma endured by Ventura, necessitating intensive medical and psychological care. In pursuit of justice, the legal document states, Miss Ventura therefore seeks justice for the decade of her life that Mr. Combs took away from her with threats of violence, excessive use of D, physical and psychological A, and S slavery. Cassie Ventura's lawsuit also includes serious allegations that Sean "Diddy" Combs forced her to engage in sexual activities with multiple male prostitutes while he watched, masturbated, and recorded the encounters. The lawsuit describes these alleged incidents as freakouts and claims they took place in various hotel suites, including the Trump International Hotel in New York City. Among the grave accusations is the claim that Combs engaged in sexual fetish activities, directing Ventura to male prostitutes for his own sexual pleasure. The lawsuit alleges that she was instructed to cover herself in oil and participate in sexual acts with multiple men, sometimes while wearing masks and costumes. It states that the music executive, who she first met as a teenager, told her it would turn him on if he saw her with another D. He allegedly hired a man and brought him to his home in Los Angeles to engage in the S acts with Cassie. Mr. Combs directed Miss Ventura to perform S acts with this man while Mr. Combs watched them, the lawsuit states. He masturbated while he directed Miss Ventura and the man to do specific S acts. The entire encounter lasted multiple days. The lawsuit also details an alleged incident from 2013 in which Sean "Diddy" Combs purportedly organized a freak-off that resulted in tens of thousands of dollars in damages to the hotel. According to the lawsuit, Cassie Ventura was expected to arrange the location and hire male escorts for these events. She was allegedly directed to use websites and escort services to find men with large black penises. The lawsuit claims that Combs insisted on these encounters occurring weekly, repeatedly referring to them as "our thing" and "our secret." The lawsuit states, Mr. Combs always supplied Miss Ventura and the S-worker with copious amounts of D before and during the FOs. Miss Ventura was given ecstasy, C, GHB, ketamine M and A in excessive amounts during FOs, which allowed her to disassociate during these horrific encounters. It became commonplace to get IV fluids in the days after an FO to recover from the excessive substances pushed upon her. So it looks like things just got even messier. Diddy's attorney has leaked some of the evidence that played a role in his recent arrest. The evidence seems to paint a pretty grim picture, adding more fuel to the already raging fire of allegations against him. It's a wild twist in an already high-stakes situation, and it'll be interesting to see how this plays out in court. That's it for today. See you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.